So, you want to become a ninja. Or you just want a weapon that is slightly better than a knife. Either way, the TT pistol might seem tempting based on its price, but the weapon has some serious drawbacks, and we are gonna talk about them in this episode of why you should not be playing the TT pistol. So as usual, we start with the modability, and to be fair, the TT pistol can be modded. It just doesn't change the values in a significant way. Just one thing right here, if you want to place a silencer, you need the longer barrel. That's basically the only reason you need the 121mm barrel. You could also play a muzzle brake that lowers the recoil a little bit, but it's insanely high. And of course you can place a silencer, but this thing is terrible for vision. Since you can't place a scope on the weapon, it completely blocks your target, as you can see here. Now in comparison with a normal TT pistol without a silencer, where we could actually aim at the target and see it. Because if you can't see your target, it's gonna end like this. And furthermore, we can place a pretty unique red laser pointer on the gun, which of course just helps with hip firing. We also can change the grip of the pistol, but it doesn't change the values in any really significant way. I mean, 8 more ergonomics, like whatever on a pistol. And even though those attachments don't really change the values in any significant way, they are hella expensive for what they offer. Now let's talk about affordability of the TT pistol. Well, I mean, at first glance it looks pretty interesting. You get the weapon for 8,000 rubles at proper. That's not much, right? You can also trade a modded version for wires and capacitors, but you have to put those things into perspective. So again, let's compare it to, for example, a TOTS, which is 1k ruble less and in my opinion offers way more, or we pay just slightly more for a Saiga 9. And what's the difference here, you ask? Well, the TT pistol has a vertical recoil of over 600. The Saiga only 32. The Saiga has way bigger magazines for the same price, and the RPM is just 20 times higher. And all of those things can make the difference between this and something like this. So yeah, the weapon is cheap, but not for what it offers. But okay, maybe it gets better with the ammunition, only that it doesn't. Now, while we have a few bullets to choose from, the bullets are almost identical. I know all of you like graphs instead of numbers, so here's a graph. On the left side you see the armor that represents the level, and the red line is just flash damage. Okay, so let's look at the different bullets we have. As you can see, yeah, the armor penetration value goes up and the flash damage goes down, but both are in very weak areas. I mean, it can only penetrate a Paka level 2 armor, and that's all. It only takes a level 3 armor and you're basically fricked. Compare that to the ACP ammo for the gold, for example. You have the RIP ammo, which absolutely shreds through health points, and you have the AP ammo, which absolutely shreds through armor. And still has more flash damage than the other best bullet of the TT pistol. Like, what? And again, if you can't deal damage and can't penetrate armor, it's gonna end like this. But of course, you could always say like, yeah, just shoot him in the head. But that goes for every gun, and it's not that easy. And furthermore, if he has a face shield, you're fricked again. This video turns into a random. But okay, close range potential. Well, you're gonna have good fights, but not because the pistol is amazing, because the other guy is not hitting his shots. Or at least usually that's the case. I mean, it's an amazing feeling when you get that much loot with just the TT pistol, but most fights I had ended like this. The gun has problems in all 3 areas: low damage, low RPM and high recoil. You need at least one of those stats to be high to have a good chance in close-up gunfights. I mean, the gun doesn't have any stopping power, so if you meet somebody with some armor or a tanky target like Rashala, he's gonna tank a few bullets, and if he shoots back during that time, you're dead. And then sniping, do I even have to talk about that? I mean, you can snipe, and I was surprised how far the bullets actually travel in a straight line, but I mean, that scav was standing still. Imagine a player running around, I wouldn't even see him. So in conclusion, the TT pistol looks cool, and if you want to feel like James Bond or a ninja, then go for it. I mean, the game doesn't have Martini Dry, but it's Tarkov, make do. But apart from that, I don't see the weapon really being viable. So BSG, if you're watching this, add a scope and give the gun some more powerful bullets. Otherwise, I can't recommend you pick up this gun ever. So I'm finally at the end of this rant. Oh god. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, of course, smash like, subscribe to the channel, it really helps me out. And thanks for supporting the channel, and see you all in the next video where I'm gonna pick a more positive weapon.